RURACIOS. There is this activity they do where the groom, the man, has like 4 women or 5 or 6, however many the number, and they're all wearing the same attire. And without knowing the exact look, because the elders or whoever is around try to cover up the women, so that they try to make sure the women are all of the same size. You see, they're all of the same, whether it be fat percentage, face shape, bone structure, even voice. Sometimes you see, you might even call the same sisters who are of the same, completely of the same lineage, to try and make sure that there is no physical component that the masculine, the groom, can decipher that this is their bride. Why would that be a test? Why would that be a concept in a marriage system in African traditional society? Why would it not be in the West, where you just, marry the whatever, There's no such concept. Because in the East, or Eastern philosophy, or the complete philosophy, they understand that the relationship between the masculine, for them to be bonded together to such a degree, it has to be on all levels. The connection has to be so high that it cannot be eradicated by the 3D, by the physical component, you see. And so the groom has to, and the wife also wants the groom to find her, so they have to find a way of finding each other without seeing each other, you see. And by doing that, their connection is far more superior. And it's quite harder for the groom, because the groom has to be very integrated with his masculine. Nowadays they don't even care. You can, if you mistake, if you take the wrong woman, you say that's your wife and she's the wrong one, they fine you and it's over. Back in the day, it actually used to be a bit stricter. That's why things like dance were quite important for the couples, you see, because it used to facilitate that rhythmic connection, so that while the masculine is passing through all those females, he can have that sense. There's like a magnetic pull towards them, you see. That's unexplainable, but it keeps them connected. Because in life, life happens. People get separated, you see. And when you're in a relationship, that's how sex should be really open. Because if you have a connection like that, it's hard for any other guy, regardless of whatever they do, to come and have a connection with her. Nevertheless, that's how they used to do it. That was the concept. The masculine had to understand the way of the feminine, so that the particular feminine, not just the feminine. And once he found her, it was a very good skill. It was a very good skill of the. It was a very good demo by the masculine to kind of impress the feminine, because it's a very hard thing to do. Because it also shows the woman that you're very, very connected. It convinces her even more that it's meant to be, that it's, they can trust you regardless of whatever illusions whatever illusions come before you to try and take you off the path. So very interesting system, dope system, and yeah.